The Mona Lisa is one of the most famous paintings in the world, created by Leonardo da Vinci in the early 1500s. It's renowned for its mysterious smile and delicate details. But in 1911, this priceless work of art was stolen from the Louvre Museum in Paris. The theft shocked the world and caused a media frenzy, as no one could understand how a painting so famous could simply vanish from a public museum. The crime was daring, and it would take more than 2 years for the painting to be recovered. In this video, we'll break down the story of the Mona Lisa's theft, explore the suspects, and look at how it was eventually found. The Mona Lisa was stolen on Monday, August 21st, 1911. It was the beginning of a quiet, busy day at the Louvre Museum. The thief, an Italian man named Vincenzo Peruggia, worked at the museum as a handyman. He knew the layout of the museum very well, which made his plan easier to execute. Peruggia waited until the museum was closed on Sunday night and hid inside a storage closet. On Monday morning, when the museum was open again, he took advantage of the museum being busy with visitors. He grabbed the Mona Lisa, removed it from its frame, and hid it under his coat. He then left the museum through a side exit. The theft went unnoticed until later in the day, when staff realized the painting was missing. Once the theft was discovered, the Louvre Museum was thrown into chaos. The French police immediately launched a large-scale investigation. They began by questioning everyone who was inside the museum at the time. They also searched the museum thoroughly, but found no trace of the thief. The public and the media were quickly involved in the hunt. The story of the stolen Mona Lisa made headlines around the world. The French police were under intense pressure, but they had no clues to follow. It was a huge mystery. The art world was in shock, and people began to worry about whether the Mona Lisa would ever be recovered. At first, the investigation seemed to lead nowhere, but as time passed, several suspects came under suspicion. One of the early theories was that the theft might have been an inside job. The police suspected that someone from within the museum may have been involved, as the thief seemed to know the museum's layout. The police even suspected famous artists and art dealers of being involved, thinking that the painting might have been stolen to be sold on the black market. However, none of these theories led to concrete evidence. The mystery deepened, and as the months went on, it seemed like the Mona Lisa was lost forever. 2 years passed, and the case remained unsolved. But in 1913, a breakthrough finally came. An art dealer named Alfredo Geri in Florence, Italy, received a strange phone call. The caller claimed that he had the Mona Lisa and wanted to sell it. The caller turned out to be none other than Vincenzo Peruggia, the man who had stolen the painting. Peruggia had kept the Mona Lisa hidden in his apartment in Italy for 2 years. He believed that the painting should be returned to Italy, as he thought it had been wrongly taken by Napoleon during his time in power. Peruggia was a patriot, but his actions were illegal. He contacted an art dealer, hoping to sell the painting to an Italian museum. When Alfredo Geri received Peruggia's call, he immediately contacted the authorities. Police quickly arrested Peruggia, and the Mona Lisa was returned to the Louvre Museum in 1914. The painting was in good condition, though some reports say it had a few scratches from its time in hiding. Peruggia was later tried for the theft, but his motives were seen as being driven by nationalism, not profit. The return of the Mona Lisa was celebrated by people around the world. It was an emotional moment for the French, who had feared the loss of their beloved masterpiece forever. Today, the Mona Lisa is one of the most visited and admired paintings in the world, but its theft and eventual recovery remain one of the most remarkable stories in art history. The theft of the Mona Lisa was an event that captured the imagination of people everywhere. It showed the world just how valuable and significant art can be. Vincenzo Peruggia, who thought he was doing a patriotic act, changed the history of the painting forever. While the Mona Lisa is back in its rightful place, its brief disappearance made it even more famous. Now, when people visit the Louvre Museum to see the Mona Lisa, They not only admire the painting, but also remember the incredible story of how it was stolen, lost, and ultimately returned. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more history content, and see you in the next one.